Kyle's on a 2019 300 XCW TPI, and Tyler is on a 2020 300 XCW TPI, and I am on a Beta 200 that Beta lent Kyle a ride. So suspension softer than what I'm used to, but maybe that'll be good, and I'll be grateful for that. But this is my first experience on a Beta 200. Feels like this has a little bit more grunt than the 150 did. Feels like this does a little bit more magic down low, so I can wheelie better, which I actually really like. That was one of the things I didn't like about the 150 as much. It was harder to get that front end to come up, and I'm actually doing some of these wheelies by the throttle alone, no clutch, and not pulling up, but using body language in the bike to do it. But I am going through a lot of the stroke with some of these big whoops. So yeah, I know this 200RR isn't the race edition, so the suspension's not, it's more for the slow technical stuff, not the fast big whoop. So but just an observation, it does feel good. So Kyle is running tubeless on this with the AT, the Dunlop AT 81EX in the back, which is a great gripping tire. It's a peppy little motor. I'm so far happy with it for the first few minutes. Definitely isn't a fire-breathing dragon, but that's not a bad thing either. And in technical stuff like this, sometimes a bike like a 200, especially if that's good grunt down low, means you won't get worn out as fast trying to modulate the power with the clutch with the bigger high horsepower. But Tyler really likes the 2020 XCW and the changes they've made there, so I'm sure it's fun to get on that bike and see what the differences are. Woo! I can't. You know, I thought, because with the way the gas tank is on this, it just seems wider. And when I'm sitting down, it does feel wider than what I'm used to, but standing up, I don't even notice it. So now we're on to the slick rock. Dust will calm down. It'll be interesting to see how I handled those pretty good. Those are really deep. How deep the sand is down here, how well power doing. Oh wow, it stokes up the sharp edges really good. All right guys, 5 miles of hell. Here we go, the beginning. Let's see how the old Beta does. Well, the rear brake's a little lower than I like. So yeah, I did second gear, third gear through a lot of that. I was doing good in the deep sand, not bad. I was in second gear. I actually like second gear on this. Standing up on it is a little bit more difficult, but overall, I think it's a really good bike. I like it. I think a lot of people like it. What do you guys think? Should we try to get one? And I've said it before, to be honest with you, a 200XC is probably the better bike for me. I feel like the 150 rides too much high, and so for the gnarly single track, I don't like it as much. But, you know, for here, it's amazing, and so maybe a 202 stroke is the way to go. But I do like that it has this bike, this Beta 200 has enough grunt to just kind of wheelie stuff. Like, to me, that's really good. So I like that it still has good grunt in second gear. So I like the gearing. I love this bike. I think I want one. But man, I really like this Beta 200 RR. There are some things that I don't like, but for the most part, I really like it. So much that I kind of want one. As far as just being a fun, good, controllable, good 8 power, good grunt bike, good balance, like, I like it. Going really fast. It's not as good as like an XC, but that's not really, I don't think, what their ideal target market is. It's for those who want a very capable, hard enduro single track bike that doesn't tear your freaking arms off all the time. This is this bike. Like, it is very capable. The one nice thing about the bigger bikes is like a 300 or 252 stroke is you can kind of get away with mistakes, where this one you kind of cannot get away with mistakes. But that's okay. Like, I don't feel, like I said, comparative to the XCW, the 150 XCW, the KTM 150 XCW that we've ridden a lot, that Logan had, I think this is better. It has way more bottom end. I think that maybe the front forks on the KTM 150 XCW was a little bit better in the fast, flowy stuff. Not really necessarily convinced in the really, you know, square edges and technical stuff, but I like it. I'm comfortable on the bike. I can power into corners, and like, it's just a fun bike, and it puts a smile on my face, which, like, you know, like that was an easy wheelie. If you're thinking about getting a 200 two-stroke because you don't feel like you really want or need the bigger bore 2 strokes or 4 strokes or something like that, it is great. I'm like 5'11", weigh 175, so like I said, I feel like when standing up I'm a little hunched over, but surprisingly it's not bad. But so yeah, I'm not 100% sure like if I would like a 300 RR better. I haven't ridden one for a while, and I haven't ridden the race edition of the 300 RR. Hopefully I get that chance with Kyle getting one. It'd be super rad, and I can tell you what I think. But as far as it just being a good bike and good power, like, I really like this bike. I could see myself owning one. It'd be interesting to have an X Trainer and just see if the X Trainer has a little bit more grunt or not. But man, well done, Beta. I think this is a hit. I do wish that it would turn sharper, especially on like really bad, you know, like steep switchbacks. I gotta put my goggles on. This is all this does. It just don't turn, and you know, and you're going so slow, leaning's not going to really help that much. It will help a little, but it has 2 ignition maps, which I don't know, and I don't like, the vibration is not a big deal to me. Like, I haven't even thought about that, which is, but like, I think it's the perfect bike for Logan. Don't tell Logan that. So like sections like that where you just come up and you see like a gap, or you know, in the trail where you need to get the front end wheel up. The 150 XCW, the KTM, it didn't do that as well as I'd like. Where this, I feel like I have, it's so wheeling, I have no problem getting the front end to come up whenever I need it or want. Yeah, it's not as good, like I said, as the bigger bikes, because I have to sometimes clutch it, but I clutch it with my bigger bikes too, because a lot of times I'm in a higher gear to kind of knock down the power back, so it's more controllable and I'm getting traction versus wheel spin. But like right now, standing up's not bad. I feel like I'm a little bit hunched over, but I could, you know, get a little higher bend. I'm not a big fan of the rise or anything because it changes the geometry of the bike, but if I get a higher bend, I think it'd be better. I don't, the brake is took a little bit getting used to. The brakes are good. They're not, I wouldn't say they're crazy good, but they are good. Like that, I just shift down. That was no clutch. So yeah, the faster you go, the better you know, the KTMs, I feel it's just consistent at all speeds, where this is good, but it isn't great when you're going through these big whoops and fast. You know, that, I mean, it does do anything weird, which is great, but it just, you pound into stuff a little bit, it feels a little bit harsher. Like I said, I don't think this bike was built for pounded whoops really fast. But man, it's still a fun bike. I have to do pivot turns everywhere. This bike won't turn. Like that's full locked right there, dude.
Yeah, but if you talk to beta lovers, it's not a big deal.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually want one of these. That's how much I'm enjoying it.
They're really good.
It is really good. I don't like the turning, but I would live with the turning.
But guess, really?
Yeah, I like it that much.
So you're gonna have to ride the 300 race edition and see if you think, because it's the only complaint I have on that bike.
Same with me.
It feels, it is heavier, but it doesn't feel heavy.
I can, like the 150, I couldn't, like this can wheelie at it whenever. It has enough torque that I can get the front end whenever I want it to. It's not like the big bikes.
How did I do tuning it? Is it running good down here?
It's running great. I really, really like this bike. Now, the front forks are too soft. When I'm going fast, I blow through the stroke, but it's not unbalanced.
But you could just...
But that's...
You could do some clickers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can adjust that. But for like that trail that we just rode, it's to me is like the perfect play bike. Would I resell my XC? No. But riding like single track and technical stuff, I'd totally ride this. Now, going downhill, trying to turn does suck.
Here's the thing.
That's it.
I said the same thing. It's an awesome bike, but would I buy one to replace one of my other bikes? No, I don't like it that much.
I would buy it for my XCW.
No.
That's how much I love it.
You're having one bike, and it would be that?
No. If I'm having two bikes, I buy this instead of an XCW.
You'd buy that, you'd have a 250 XC and then one of these.
Yep.
What if you ride the 300 and you like it just as much and it has more power?
I may love it. I really like the 390, but like that, you know, you had. I thought that was a great bike, but for whatever reason, being a smaller bike with this power, it just is like a magical bike for me. It really is a fun bike. I'm having fun on it. The whole time I'm smiling. Do I think it's perfect? No. But the fact that it does hit right here does bug me. I am 100% on board with I wish it turned tighter and didn't hit the radiators. That bugs me.
It matters what the wheelbase is. It's just, it isn't turning far enough.
No, it just doesn't turn.
So they're like, well,
look at that.
Shorten the wheelbase, shorten the chain blocks. It wouldn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It just doesn't. It hits.
But not enough to make a big difference. But I'm trying to get around switchbacks and tight turns and tight rocks, and if you can't turn the front wheel, it doesn't matter where the back wheel is.
Slow downhill turns is a problem for this bike. I do agree 100% with that. But I would still rather have this over an XCW.
You haven't ridden that yet.
Totally right. If I may write that and be like, I changed my mind. But as far as things are right now, I really, really like this bike. It's so much I'm going to go home and tell my little brother to buy one.
Cool. All right, home stretch.
Home stretch.
Okay, I take it back. I would get this one over that one.
Did I not?
You totally did.
Did I not say?
You called it.
This is a fun bike.
It's a fun bike, but this thing is insane. I feel like they took a huge leap forward with it.
Yeah.
But we're XC guys, so
I'm telling you, man.
this is awesome.
I'm more